Hello, hello, hello. Well, this is going to be a first. So, for those of you who don't know, my name is going to be Michaela. I am a avid Pokemon fan, along with Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, things of that nature. I like monster collecting games. So, I participate in a very fun draft league that I'm actually a long-standing member of. And the server in which we play it on is actually one I'm a founding member of. And I've decided this is the 6th overall season, but my 4th season as a player, and I decided that I wanted to start doing a little video diary series to go over it. As you can see here, this is our team logo. We are currently the Springfield Wisps. Wisps. That is very hard to say. So, just for a little bit of history, during seasons 1 and 2 of the draft, I had the name of the Shikibukai. I'm also an avid One Piece fan. Neither season was particularly amazing. Neither one went poorly, though. The running good joke is that I am actually Mrs. Round 1 because I always make it to the first round of playoffs before getting eliminated. So, Season 1 was purely Kanto / alternate forms for Kantomon. Season 2, we started the 2 conferences. We had Kanto, which had Kanto and Johto, and then Paldea, which is why you see Hydrapple down here. Then I took a couple seasons off because of some issues that happened, and when I came back during last season for Season 5, we changed the name to Cross Guild. Very thematic if you understand the reference here. Last season, we attempted to go for mostly a sun strategy, as you can see, with Walking Wake, Venusaur, Torkoal, just a lot of good Sunmon. That was not supposed to happen. And overall, it wasn't a horrible season for us. We ended up with 4 losses, 5 if you include the playoffs, where we, once again, were eliminated during the first round. But hey, it happens. This season, though, we're really trying here. So, allow me to start introducing the team to you. As you can see, he is the mascot for the team. As I like to call him, Doflamingo, the Walking Wake. He's technically not the overall first round that I took. He is a carryover from last season with the contract system that we have in place. Honestly, just a really good special attacker and a really good wall breaker. I have some stuff that will pop up a little bit later for why he's here, but I really think it's a solid Pokemon to start your foundations with. Second round, where I got to actually draft a Pokemon, I decided to take Chi-Yu. It pairs beautifully with Walking Wake next to it, as I am a doubles player. So I can set up the 2 of them next to each other, reduce everything special attack, get the boost on Walking Wake, and just start going. It also pairs well with the next pick, which I got via trade. So some shenanigans happened, and I gave up a few slots here and there, so you're going to see a couple skips in the rounds here. But for our round 4 pick, I decided to trade to get Blood Moon Ursaluna. It is probably one of the better Pokemon on our team, and I'm hoping to get to use it properly because it's, again, something that pairs really well next to Chi-Yu. Then we hop over to the 5th round. I don't know why it's so blurry, but during round 5, we decided we needed something to set up the sun. It's essential if you're going to have Walking Wake on the team, and it pairs really well next to Chi-Yu. So I figured Mega Charizard Y would be the best of the options that were currently available to me on the board. And apparently it was hotly contested because there were some people who were not necessarily happy I took it. So you see that's round 5. We skipped round 6 because of trades, and then during round 7 I picked up a classic of mine. Just a Pokemon that I am synonymous with on that server, to the point where other people will occasionally name it after my original one, which is Glade, who normally I call Cars, but not this season. Any JoJo fans, you'll understand that name. But Glade, obviously, really good attacker, not horrible on defense, and arguably one of the best Trick Room Mon, even though he's at 80 speed, which is a little fast, but you know, we deal with what we deal with. Round 8, I decided Poison and Ground are both good types. I already had the Ursaluna, but I really like the Poison, and this seemed just really good. So we took Nidoqueen. I haven't used her yet. This is being recorded after my first week matches, but honestly, I really like her. I think she's good bulk, a really good setup, and if you build her right, you can get a lot of mileage out of her. Then, Ambipom. I got a couple questions from people as to why I took it so early, but I think Ambipom is a really good Mon who deserves to be taken early. Spoilers for week 1, unfortunately, though. Ambipom will be out for probably half of my season because of the injury system in which we use. But outside of that, I'm going to do everything I can to get the training facilities up and running to get Ambipom back in action as quickly as possible. Then we have Indeedee Male. As I made the comment earlier with Gallade, I like Trick Room Pokemon. So, it's not as good as Indeedee Female, unfortunately, but she was already taken, so we had to go for, I'm going to say her brother, because that makes sense to me. Following up with that, I decided, good steel type, I have a lot of special attackers, let's start focusing a little bit on the physical side. And Berserker, a good physically attacking steel type. Not much more to it. It's slow, so it works if I go for a Trick Room Brew. I just think it's a little bit underrated. Plus, I just happen to have a slot pick for it. Electivire. I did not want Electivire. I wanted Electabuzz, but Electabuzz was taken. So I took the bigger version of it. I have some plans in mind for it, but I don't know exactly right now how much it's going to put in for me. But following up, Chestnut. Now, at round 12, we open it up so the Kanto and Paldea sides can both draft either way. So this was just a free pickup for me because it made it this low. I know Chestnut's a little bit slept on as a starter, but that grass coverage is really good. And it's honestly just a fun Pokemon to use. Like, it's really slept on, mostly because Greninja is so good. Lairon, the boy. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot to say here. I had just a list of Pokemon I was looking at, and he happened to be the next one on it. Unfortunately, he's one of those Pokemon that, as you'll see later in here, was dropped during week 1, just because of different niches I needed to fill. Then, Yanmega. Again, unfortunately, it was just a filler pick just to take up the slot so I could get something else later. Which, unfortunately, I will not be revealing during this. I'm going to make you guys wait until the week 1 video to actually see what Yanmega and Lairon got replaced for. And then the rookie round. Technically, this happened before everything else, but I decided to put it at the end just because of the way they appear on the roster. I purchased an item in the server so I could get a higher base stat total for my rookie, and I chose Kricketune. Because that cry is iconic, and if you disagree with me, then there's something wrong with you. But at the end of week 1, without spoiling any of the new pickups I've gotten, this is what the roster looks like. And honestly, this is my 4th season, and I'm hoping this one is the one where we finally break the first round curse. I'm excited, and I really think we can get there. But we will only be able to wait and see what happens later. But that's all I got for this one. Hopefully soon I'll be dropping that week 1 matchup, and hopefully getting around to some other content here on the channel. I hope to do a little bit of a variety with different monster catching things. Expect some Digimon at some point, maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh! If I can convince my friends to do stuff and record it, but definitely Pokemon, and a lot of it, because I got some really good friends who love to play it with me. But this is Michaela. I hope you've enjoyed your current stay in the Whispered Woods, and I'll see you next time. Arrivederci. Hello, this is Editing Michaela, because I forgot to ask. With this being the first part, if you could kindly like, comment, and subscribe, and give any feedback or input on either the draft team overall or content in general, I'd greatly appreciate it. And again, I hope you enjoyed your stay in the woods.